What's going on, guys? Steve Pulaski back with another video review, this time of Jordan Vogt-Roberts' Kong Skull Island. I don't know how many people know this or not, but Kong Skull Island is actually part of a shared universe, a cinematic universe, if you will, by Warner Brothers called Monsterverse. And this film is essentially a prequel to Godzilla, the Gareth Edwards film that came out 3 years ago. It's essentially a prequel. If anything, it's sort of setting the footing for the Godzilla sequel. I think that's coming out in 2 years, and then they're going to do Godzilla vs. Kong in 2020. So this franchise hopefully has a lot of legs on it, at least from that perspective, because they seem to have quite a few big events mapped out for it. But you don't really need to see Godzilla in order to enjoy Kong Skull Island. That's why I think a lot of people are going to go into this thinking it's like a standalone thing. And it's perfectly enjoyable as such. The film stars a great cast, a litany of good performers. Tom Hiddleston's the main character, though, who you might remember from I Saw the Light, the Hank Williams biopic. Tom Hiddleston plays this British Air Special Service operative who gets sent out with his crew to this, including Brie Larson's part of his crew. She's a war photographer. He gets sent out to this island in the Pacific Ocean known as Skull Island. It's an uncharted land. And they get sent out, I think it's 1973 or so, that they get sent out to explore this area. And then they stumble upon 100-foot tall ape, King Kong, of course. And the other thing to note is there's like a whole nother expedition going on too. It's like a group of military troops led by Samuel L. Jackson. One of the servicemen is actually Jason Mitchell from Straight Outta Compton. In addition, another person from Tom Hiddleston's crew is Corey Hawkins, who's now on that new show 24 Legacy and was on Straight Outta Compton. More you know. So this has got a really cool cast, and then over time you wind up meeting John C. Reilly, who's an old World War II vet who's been stranded on Skull Island. So there's a lot going on here, especially once Kong, as soon as he's introduced, or as soon as they find him, he unleashes this like firestorm of rage onto the helicopters and the war vehicles and such that leaves basically the group stranded on Skull Island, having to battle barrage of different creatures, weirdly grotesque creatures, in order to try to get out alive or to try and come in contact with Kong to see, you know what I mean, like see who he is and whatnot, because again, you know, these characters don't know who he is or whatnot. Very fun movie, very energetic film, and movies like this don't get made anymore. You don't get a lot of movies that are just very pulpy, kind of like a Journey to the Mysterious Island kind of movie. You don't get these movies that are, you know, they got fairly high budgets, but they're also meant to kind of like take you back several years at least. Or at least several decades back, you know, when monster movies were all the rage. And that's the cool thing about Kong Skull Island, is that it really captures that look and feel. I was saying the cinematography, the very green, foresty cinematography, actually looks like it does when it's about to rain from your window, like when you get like that weird green tone environment or whatever. I think you should know what I'm talking about. That's what the movie looks like. So it's a very adventurous film. It's got great effects. I wish the characters were drawn a little bit better. A lot of the characters are like pretty caricaturized, especially Samuel L. Jackson's character. John C. Reilly probably gets the most personality out of everybody, but it seems that the film is too often looking for ways to be cute or ways to be funny rather than ways to give us more insight to these characters. But bottom line, it's a fun movie. If you think you're going to like Kong Skull Island, you probably will. I give it a B grade on Influx Magazine, 3 out of 4 stars on my personal website. Read the link below, or click the link below to read my full review, and I'll see you on the next video review. Thanks, guys.